The following is a presentation of the Magnitude Sports Network.
Sider wants the ball. He's going to be teed up for 11-3. He got it! 11 three-pointers for Ty Satter. It's unbelievable. The fusion the other way. Nice ball in towards Kamai. Kamai able to set up down. Kamai beating the keeper. Shot on the way, and Kamai scores. 1-0 for the fusion. And it's
1-2 pitch. Line shot up the middle. One run will score. Deer rounding third. He's coming to the plate.
Verwest, they center in front. Scarborough down low, loose in front, in for a goal. South Shaley gets the first goal of this East Region title.
Let's turn things over to the broadcast booth. The pregame show starts now.
Getting down the home stretch here in the State Class A Legion Baseball Tournament from Viking Varsity Diamond in Kindred, as we are down to the final three. Could be two standing. When we get into tomorrow's championship, could potentially be three. We can tell you Wahpeton Post 20 right now in the proverbial driver's seat. A 7-1 win last night as they defeated the Kindred Post 117 Vikings, as Jackson Fleeflet homered in the game, and Caden Campus was solid on the mound as Wahpeton Post 20. Of course, they had one scare in the region tournament as the Post 400 Astros took them to extra innings. Their scare so far came on Saturday as the West Fargo Vets had a 3-0 lead at one point, but 4 in the bottom of the 6th did the trick in an 8-4 victory. And last night, they did most of their damage early on against Kindred Post 117 starter Jack Wold, as Caden Campus threw a complete game on 88 pitches, 5 hits, an unearned run allowed, and a 7-1 victory. Jackson Fleeflet homered. He went 2 for 2, 2 runs batted in. Riley Timian added 2 hits. Caden Hockert, Gavin Schroeder knocked in runs. Jack Rittenauer squeezed in a run as well. So, as is usually the case for Wahpeton, up and down, it is a group effort, a team effort, and that's kind of been the mantra of this team, no question about it. And a team that is really groomed for this situation. They've had so much success from the youth levels on up. Won the state title 2 years ago. And for some of these guys trying to end it, not for everybody on this team, but for some, kind of the last hurrah in trying to end it with a state title. For the Castleton Haymakers, boy, bounced back in a huge way yesterday as the Haymakers took care of the Bismarck Senators 23-2. An 11-run third inning broke the door open as 3 walks led to runs in the second inning, as 3 walks loaded the bases. Mason Bussey an RBI single. Logan Broughton had an RBI hit as well. And then the dam busted open in the third inning. 11 runs on 8 hits, as they had some big hits in the inning. Eli Boer, 2-run single. Carter Maggio had an RBI double. Logan Broughton knocked in a run with a double as well. Braden Mitchell an RBI single. Sam Cobbervig had 2 RBI singles in the inning. 16 hits in that all-out assault of the Bismarck Senators yesterday to get to this point and stay alive to try and keep the opportunity to repeat as champions, of course, the 2022 champions. So if you have the 2 programs that were state champions at this level the last 2 years. Wahpeton did so in Jamestown in 2021. Castleton did it out in Watford City in 2022. So here's the scenario we have right now. If Wahpeton wins this game, that will end things for the Haymakers, and you have 2 teams standing. We'll play for a championship tomorrow here at Viking Varsity Diamond, I should say, as Kindred Vikings held off a late charge as Dewitt had an RBI double for the West Fargo Vets, couple of walks. They had the winning runs on base in scoring position. Stan Belaski coaxing a fly ball out to right to Xander Rath to end it. And Kindred Post 117 in the championship, or at least in the final day tomorrow. They will play at noon. If Wahpeton wins this game, it'll be Kindred and Wahpeton for a championship. And Wahpeton would only have to win once. Kindred would have to win twice to win a state title. If Casselton wins, then you would have Castleton playing Kindred for the second time of the tournament at noon, with the winner to take on Wahpeton in a winner-take-all championship. That would be one way we would potentially have 2 games tomorrow. The other would be if we were down to 2 teams. If it is Kindred and Wahpeton, Kindred would have to win the first one to force a second. A little bit confusing right now, a little bit clear as mud. It'll become a little bit clearer once this one comes to a close. You can see the rosters being introduced. Starting lineups being introduced right now. We'll take a quick break, come back with our national anthem. Starting lineup, first pitch, just moments away here from Magnitude Sport.
Hi, it's Dr. Tiffany Johnson from Healing Touch Chiropractic in West Fargo.
What impact I want to make, how my office is different, how my niche is different. It is all about giving people hope and helping them believe that their bodies were made to heal.
Let me show you how your life can change through chiropractic at Healing Touch Chiropractic.
There's no question that yield is at the core of everything we do at Stein. It's why we are here today, and it's what will continue to propel us and our growers into the future of agriculture. Stein Enlist E3 soybeans provide a significant dollar per acre yield benefit, plus access to the best weed control in the industry. That is yield plus results. Yield expected, yield delivered. Stein Enlist E3 soybeans have yield.
Gordy's Travel Plaza continues to improve products and services. Now open is the Beer Cave with wines and spirits. Pick up a fresh-made Sandy's donut along with a fresh bean-to-cup coffee or espresso. How about our tasty popcorn with warm butter on top, or cool down with the all-new Fresh Blend shakes, smoothies, frappes, frazzles, and more. Now open is Champ's Chicken, Hangar 54 Pizza, and Hot Mex Express. We are excited for you to try out the all-new items at Gordy's Travel Plaza in Castleton, serving Castleton and the surrounding communities for over 55 years.
Her name is Amy Johnson, ladies and gentlemen. Give her a hand. Ladies and gentlemen.
Amy Johnson with our national anthem, and again, thanks in part with Kindred Schools, the Kindred Area Arts Partnership. They have helped provide some national anthem singers, and we've had them on guitar. We've just had them via voice. They have been outstanding, to say the least. As pitching matchup in this one, Braxton Pauley on the mound for Wahpeton, post 20, as the Haymakers will see Pauley for the first time on the mound. Jackson Parker making his third appearance against Wahpeton. It'll be his first start against post 20, went an inning and a third in game 2 of a doubleheader that took place at John Randall Field in Wahpeton on June 14th. An inning and a third, gave up 2 hits, 1 earned run, 1 strikeout. He also pitched in the region championship as the second of 3 pitchers. So Braxton Pauley on the mound here for Wahpeton. These line up in batting order here for the Castleton Haymakers under coaches Mitch Shear and Nick Holm. Matthew Swanson as well. Leading off will be the right fielder Logan Broughton. Batting second at third base Carter Maggio. Batting third will be the center fielder Carter Verkota. Batting fourth will be the shortstop Braden Mitchell. Batting fifth, designated hitter Eli Bohr. He is DHing for Jackson Parker. Batting sixth at first base is Brendan Maggio. Batting seventh at second base, Sam Coppervig. Batting eighth and catching, Cale Pearson. And batting ninth will be the left fielder Mason Bussey. Defensively for Wahpeton post 20, Jackson Fleetfoot per usual behind the plate. Around the infield, Riley Timian is at third. Caden Kappas at shortstop, a tremendous shortstop. He makes all the routine plays and some spectacular ones as well. Jack Rittenauer is at second. Josiah Hoffman at first. Gavin Schroeder's in left field. Tori Ulick in center. And Jaden King in right. It's Braxton Pauley finishing up his warm-up tosses. And really for Wahpeton post 20, they've been able to, they haven't had to go deeper into their pitching staff than maybe they were expecting to at this point. Kappas won a complete game last night. Jaden King, Hit a little bit of murky waters at time against the West Fargo Vets. And then in the 17-0 whitewashing of Watford City on Friday, combined no-hitter with Caden Hockert and Skylar Blado. So we get this one rolling here. Logan Broughton, couple of hits yesterday to lead things off. First pitch is popped up and out of play for strike one.
6:09 p.m.
6:09 on the first pitch. Get a game time temperature for you as well. A little bit warmer than we've had the last couple of days. Paulie deals. Chopper through the hole and into left for a base hit. Just out of the reach of Timian and Kappas.
Single to left for Broughton.
Leadoff single for Logan Broughton.
Brings up third baseman number 1, Carter Majo.
Interesting to note, Castleton had leads in just one of the 3 games between these two teams. That was the first matchup. They had a doubleheader. Early on in the year, June 14th at John Randall Field in Wahpeton. Wahpeton went 20-0 in East Region play, beat the Haymakers twice. Carter Majo takes a ball. 1-0 the count. Carter yesterday, 2 hits, actually correction, 1 hit, and a walk. RBI double in that 11-run third inning. Broughton is a threat to go. Throw to first and the runner back. Really, Paulie after King and Kappas and Hockert as well is a little bit lower in the pitching staff and the rotation, but very reliable pitcher. They can count on him, and especially when you get to this late in the tournament, you know, you have somebody like that you can count on. That is huge. And I think the same thing would apply for Jackson Parker as well, who's starting for the Castleton Haymakers. Tony Crescent is calling balls and strikes. Dan Haugen upping over at first. Gareth Hansen has the third baseline. Fly ball to right field. Can of corn out there for Jaden King, and he puts it away for out number 1.
1 out.
Majo retired, 1 down. Here's Carter Verkota.
Carter Verkota.
The young man they call Verch. Verkota, 1 for 2, a single, a walk, and a run scored yesterday. It's one good thing, at least for the Haymakers. Mitch Shear and Nick Holman crew able to get some guys some at-bats in a state tournament that may not normally. 23-2 route. Most runs for the Haymakers this year. Was the most runs in an inning in the state tournament with that 11-run outburst. Strike, and 0-1 to Verkota. Not a lot of wind to speak of. The flag gently swing. Deep left center field. A drive down the right field line. King is chasing, and it is a foul ball. Foul by a few feet to the right field corner. Good ball game. Kindred trailed 3-1 at one point, held on for a 5-4 win, eliminating the West Fargo Vets. As it's all these teams, as the Vets, the first one from the East to be eliminated. Game time temp, 83 degrees at last check. Lacking in my weather reporting duties there. 83, another step on that lead. See if Broughton's going, not yet. Verkota drives one into right center field. On the run, King, he makes the catch on the run for out number 2. 2 away for Braden Mitchell.
Brings up the shortstop, number 6, Braden Mitchell.
Mitchell always a threat. 2 singles, a walk. Reached base 3 different ways, all 4 times he was up there. Mitchell had 3 hits against Wahpeton and Jaden King back on June 14th. 3 for 4 effort. Throw to first, and they picked him off. Broughton picked off. Paulie had been keeping a watchful eye on him, and a big move to pick him off there. Nobody left, and Mitchell will be leading off the second instead. We'll get you the Wahpeton batting order when we come back. Haymakers down at the top of the first. We'll get you the Wahpeton batting order in just a moment from Magnitude Sports.
I think what makes Proceed win is we're different than the other companies in many ways with our programming, our simplicity, our non-corporate attitudes, and our personal relationship building.
What Proceed is, we bring back the old-fashioned seed buying experience. We're true seedsmen. We care about everything from the sale to the planting to following up afterwards. That's what we're all about, is just trying to bring that experience back to a personal level.
Need seed? Think Proceed. Proceed.net, great seed at a reasonable price.
Look at Jackson Parker. Jackson making his first appearance of the state tournament for the Castleton Haymakers. Wahpeton batting order presented by head coach Chris Kappas. Leading off will be the shortstop Caden Kappas. Batting second in center field, Tori Ulick. Batting third and catching Jackson Fleeflet. Batting fourth, the right fielder Jaden King. Batting fifth at first base will be Josiah Hoffman. Batting sixth, designated hitter Caden Hockert, DHing for the pitcher Paulie. Gavin Schroeder batting seventh. He is in left field. Batting eighth, third baseman Riley Timian. Batting ninth will be the second baseman Jack Rittenauer. Defensively for Castleton, Cale Pearson behind the plate. Carter Maggio's at third. Braden Mitchell at short. Sam Coppervig at second. Brendan Maggio at first. Mason Bussey, Carter Verkota, and Logan Broughton left, center, and right in the outfield. First pitch to Kappas. Fouls it straight back for strike one. They've seen Parker twice, both in relief stints. Total, Parker 3 1/3 innings pitched against Wahpeton. 2 hits, 1 earned run, 4 strikeouts. Has not walked a batter. Strike. And it is 0-2. Last appearance for Parker was in the region final against Post 20. 2 innings in relief. Struck out 3. Didn't give up a hit. Ooh, just missed outside. 1-2 to Caden Kappas. Kappas 3 for 3 last night. 2 runs scored. A run batted in. One of those hits was a double. 1-2. Fouled away. We'll do it again. A big pick me up there. They pick off Broughton, and Broughton, a guy with some speed. Mitchell, a guy with handles the bat well and has some power. I'm sure Wahpeton thinking they were going to put something in motion. Never got the chance. 2-2. So Kindred will be interesting to see who they will pitch tomorrow. Mason Olmeris, who had been dealing with kind of a sore arm, was able to get almost to the finish line. A drive to right. Broughton into foul territory near the bullpen and hauls it in. 1 down.
Logan Broughton with the catch. 1 away.
So they get the dangerous Kappas for the first out. Keep him off the base paths. Here's Tori Ulick. 1 for 4. With a run scored last night against Kindred. Ulick, 2 hits, 2 for 8 against Castleton this year. King and Fleeflet, one of the 2 top hitters against the Haymakers this year, targeting a fastball. And strike 1. It was 9-6 and 5-1. Wahpeton won the regular season matchups. Castleton had a 3-1 and 5-3 lead in game 1. Kappas threw a complete game 3 hitter in the regular season, and then to proving he wasn't joking, he threw another complete game 3 hitter. That one a shutout in the region final a little over a week ago in Castleton. Fouled away, and that one's headed towards the park again. 2 strikes. If you go beyond that tree line, you see there's a park with playground equipment for the kids.
Gilbertson Park, bring those foul balls for
Gilbertson Park. My daughter was a little younger. Took her there a few times. She enjoyed it quite a bit. Shot to the right side and out of the reach of both Maggio and Coppervig, and a base hit for Tori Ulick.
Single to right for Ulick. Brings up the catcher.
There's Jackson Fleeflet.
Jackson Fleeflet.
One thing about this Wahpeton team, I was talking with a friend of mine, co-worker. In fact, he is working on a co-working, I guess, on a documentary that on Wahpeton Post 20. He used to play in the Post 20 program. The one thing that's really impressive, just fundamentally, this team's so good. They make all the basic plays, and they do a few extemporaneous ones as well. Fleetfoot, ever dangerous. 2 home runs in this tournament, takes a fastball high, homered on the first pitch yesterday. To start an inning against Jack Wold. It was in the 3rd inning, ball high, and it's 2-0 the count. 10 hits last night for Wahpeton. Fleetfoot has hurt the Haymakers this year. 3 hits, 3 doubles, 3 runs batted in. And the pitch. Shot out to short. Mitchell flipped to Coppervig for 1, on to first. Rack him up for 2. Snappy double play. 6-4-3. And Fleetfoot down, so is Post 20 here in the bottom of the 1st inning. They get a hit, runners erased, nobody left. Scoreless after 1. Haymakers need a win to get to tomorrow. Right now, Post 20 sitting in the driver's seat. More coming up from Kindred in just a moment.
I kind of wonder where to even begin about what I love about Touchmark. It's everything. It's the time with the residents. It's my team. I work with wonderful individuals every single day. I love the people, and my job is to connect with them, and that's a pretty great job to have, that you get to make genuine, real connections with our residents and our team members. It's just the overall community. That is Touchmark. That's what I love.
Your full life happens here at Touchmark.
Leading off with a haymaker, shortstop, number 6, Braden Mitchell.
Braden Mitchell starts clean after Broughton picked off to end the 1st. An off-speed delivery. A good take by Mitchell. Ball 1. Mitchell, Boer, and Brendan Maggio for Castleton in the 2nd. Chopper out to 3rd. Timian boots it. Ball will come to rest in shallow left field, and Kappas will scoop it up. Wahpeton air, and Mitchell
reaches on the air.
Leadoff man is on.
The designated hitter, number 2, Eli Boer.
Last night, Wahpeton just 1 miscue in the field, at least 1 error. Eli Boer, the batter. Eli had a 2-run single in that 11-run 3rd inning yesterday. Reached on 2 errors as well later in the game. And a strike to Eli, and it's 0-1. Eli, a guy that does have some power. Go back to the State Class B high school tournament. He had a game-winning home run. Central Cass won the opening game at State. That was the only run, 1-0 on Boer's home run. In the dirt, nice block. Nicely done by Fleetfoot, 1-1 the count. Double play up the middle. With Kappas in Rittenhours, they look to return the favor on the Haymakers. A good lead by Mitchell off of first, into that primary lead already. Pauly, slide step. And ball 2, dismissed inside. And again, there was some questions about how today's matchups ended up, and I think a little bit of confusion as well, but it states on the bracket, the official bracket, this is game 13. So games 12 and 13, the 2 games today. Drive to right center field, hit well, but in the park as Jaden King's been busy out there. Puts it away in fairly deep right center field for out number 1.
Now batting.
Brendan Maggio, the batter.
Brendan Maggio.
Brendan reached base 5 times yesterday, 3 walks, 2 singles. Both RBI singles for the super senior at 19. Maggio at the age cut off to come back for an extra year, or well, really an extra year. He missed last year with knee surgery. So this has got to feel good for him to come back one more season with his hometown team, play with his brother, younger brother. as knee surgery limited his summer season in 2022. Here's the 0-1, and I think that led into his decision as well to have the surgery, was the fact that he could come back as a 19-year-old. And so far it's all worked out quite well for him. Had a nice season, pitched a gem. A shutout win over the Bismarck Capitals. Start the tournament for the Haymakers Friday. Throw to first and Mitchell back. Again, another beautiful night. Other than a little bit of rain and clouds and cool weather Friday, Mother Nature has been good to us. Shot to third, getting a piece of it. Timian can't get it fully as it trickles on into shallow left. To second goes Mitchell. We'll see how they score it. It's 2 on and 1 out for the Haymakers. Base hit for Maggio.
Now batting second baseman number 5, Sam Coppervig.
Sam Coppervig will hit. Coppervig 3 hits yesterday. 4 runs batted in. He had 2 RBI singles in the 3rd inning, and then a 2-run double to add a bonus 2 in the 5th. Called strike, and it is 0-1. Again, at least for this year, it's the first look at Braxton Pauley. Assistant, I believe this is Steve Hockert coming out here for a visit for Wahpeton Post 20. Chris Kappas coached this program for a while, stepped away for a few years, and Kelly McNary, who's one of the umpires in this tournament, took over for a few years, and Kelly retired from coaching, actually got back into umpiring, and he had the plate for the Kindred West Fargo Vets game, a really good umpire, and just a really good guy as well. Steve Hockert and Mike Schroeder also help out with this Post 20 program. 17 pitches so far for Pauley. One strike, low and away, and 1-1 the count. Another good crowd. You look over in those grandstands, they are filled up nicely. 1-1 of the pitch. Ground ball up the middle, out to second. They'll run it to second for 1, on to first. Safe at first. Oh, so close. Rittenauer decided to take it himself to the bag, and the throw, bang, bang play. Tie goes to the runner, 2 out.
Coppervig reaches first on the fielder's choice.
So Mitchell to third.
2 outs.
They take care of Maggio for an assisted. Cale Pearson, the DH for through much of the tournament, gets a chance to hit. And has himself quite a situation. Trying to get that lead run across, try to get that first run of the game in for Castleton. Especially the games we've had with the East teams, crowds have been excellent. There was kind of topped off really Saturday. Both the winners bracket games Saturday were really well attended. Wahpeton and the Vets were really good. Wahpeton again has brought a plentiful, loud, raucous contingent. Castleton as well. Haymaker fans down the left field line. 1 strike to Pearson. Runners on the edges, 2 out. Coppervig jogs towards second. Pauley steps off. Now Coppervig gets himself in the rundown. Let's keep an eye on Mitchell at third. They fake the throw. Kappas does, and they'll just run Coppervig back to first base. Mitchell will jog back to third. All that, and it led to absolutely nothing. There was a little bit of drama, and in the end, not much happened. 0-1 the count. Coppervig handled that well, was very, very patient. I didn't think really gave anything away on that. Pearson now in the hole at 0-2. Now we'll see if they maybe get Coppervig moving here with 2 strikes. Pauly takes a peek over there. Sam doing a little two-step over at first. He stays put. Oh, away. Just missed. To Tony Crescent, 1-2. Rittenauer back. In fact, he's got both his spikes on the outfield grass. Here's the 1-2. Got him. Struck him out with a fastball. First for Pauly. It is a Gordy's Travel Plaza strikeout.
No runs.
Haymakers leave a pair. In the bottom or the top of the second inning, we're through an inning and a half. And no scores. State Class A Legion tournament coverage continues in a moment. Well, thank you for everybody tuned in wherever you might be. Look on the chat. Look, we got a few Haymakers fans. Got a few Post 20 fans. So we got an even split. Somebody say, who's pitching for Castleton? The answer, Jackson Parker. He had a nice first inning, helped out by a double play off the bat of Kappas. Jaden King will lead things off. King 1 for 3 last night. And ball 1 here from Parker. King a double last night, winning pitcher Saturday against the West Fargo Vets. He drives one to left, hit well, trouble if it's fair, and it is a fair ball to the corner. Bussey will chase it down. King for second, and he'll check in with a leadoff double. Sitting on a fastball, and he got it and drove it with authority to the left field corner.
Josiah Hoffman.
Here is Josiah Hoffman. Hoffman 1 for 4 last night. At first base for Post 20. Haymakers anticipating possibly a bunt. No sign on the first pitch. And it's 1-0. And one thing as well, with the exception of the Friday game, Wahpeton's a team that's, they just kind of pick at you a little at a time. 1 here, 2 here. That's what they did to Kindred last night, the first 4 innings. Swing and a miss. He is not afraid to use that fastball, and Jackson showing a pretty good number 1 so far. 1-1 the count. Bottom of the second and no score. The delivery, there's a bunt up the first base line. Parker will pick it up, and a bunt single. Went to reach for it, couldn't get it. And by then it was too late. Bunt single. And Post 20 has first and third, nobody out. So they didn't show bunt in the first couple of pitches, and there dropped one down. And a bunt single, Caden Hockert with an RBI chance, 0 for 2, a walk. A run scored and a run batted in. Carter Maggio in at third. Runner from first goes. It is a strike. Pearson fakes the throw. Takes a second glance at third.
Stolen base for Hockert.
It is one strike the count to Hockert. Now let's see if the Haymakers make some adjustments on the infield. Halfway up the middle, even with the bag with the Maggios at the corners. It's 1-1. Gavin Schroeder on deck. Strike called. 1-2. Looks like he went into the outer edge on the outside corner. And the count 1-2. Kind of swinging the batter around a little bit to the opposite field. There's a strikeout. So Parker gets a strikeout. There's the first out as they get Hockert. First strikeout for Parker. Gordy's Travel Plaza strikeout.
Left fielder, number 2, Gavin Schroeder.
Gavin Schroeder with an RBI chance. 0 for 3, a walk, a run scored. He also knocked in a run last night for Wahpeton. And the pitch on the way. Ground ball out to deep short. Down to one knee Mitchell. They'll throw to third and safe there. All hands are safe. A run is home and Wahpeton leads 1-0. Fielder's choice and a run batted in for Schroeder. I guess they're going to credit him with a single on that. So a single for Schroeder and a run batted in, and really
number 11, Riley Timian.
That was the only play that Mitchell really had. Into the hole, went to the backhand. Carter Maggio getting back to the bag and the throw, a close play, but the tag just late. And conference at the mound is Nick Holm having a word with his infield, and again, ball just really placed very well right in the hole, and again, that was really the only chance they had to get it out was there. And he continues with Riley Timian. 2 hits last night. Wahpeton, 6 players with a hit. 6 different players scored a run. 4 different players knocked in a run. Again, as it is a lot of nights, a community effort. Runner from first goes way high. Nice job to snare that by Cale Pearson. That's ball 1.
Stolen base for Schroeder.
Give Schroeder a stolen base as he had taken off. Ball 1 to Timian, and will this force the Haymakers' hand to bring everybody in? It doesn't appear that'll be the case. They'll stay about halfway again. Squeeze play is on. They pop up the bunt. It's caught by Maggio. It's a race back to third. Carter's going to win it. There's a double play.
Double play ends in.
Timian on the squeeze. That was the full-fledged squeeze, and that time it didn't work. The pop-up bunt. It'll be an unassisted double play. 5 unassisted as Hoffman had taken off and was almost at home plate, and the inning's over. Wahpeton gets 1, but the double play ends the threat. It's 1-0 post 20 as we come back with more in just a moment.
Bar 9 in West Fargo is your stop for that pregame lunch and for the postgame celebration. With over 30 TVs, you can catch your team anytime. We have a delicious food menu including wings, pizza, sandwiches, and more. Enjoy it inside or head on outside, day or night, to relax in the comfort of our updated outdoor patio. We also have slots, blackjack, pull tabs, and all gaming proceeds earned go to support West Fargo baseball. So catch your team's game tonight at Bar 9, 1405 Prairie Parkway in West Fargo.
the Haymakers turning 2 double plays, one a little more conventional than the other, but a squeeze play, and Wahpeton successfully got a run across and a squeeze from Rittenauer last night. There's a lot of moving pieces to that play. Pauly to Mason Bussey, and ball 1. Mason yesterday, a couple of runs batted in and a pair of hits. Kind of going back to that squeeze play. Little pardon me swing. Rolling out to second, Rittenauer. A little funky hop, but stayed with it. Underhanded flip, good for an out. One away, top of the order in Broughton, but yeah, again in a squeeze play, there's a lot of moving pieces. You got to get the bunt down, which he did.
Back to the top of the order for the Haymakers.
The base runner,
Logan Broughton.
you got to get a good break, but you can't, oversell it either. And in that case, we popped up a bunt. We saw that turned into a double play. That was Saturday as well. Bismarck Capitals and Dickinson. And a bunt turned into a double play for the Caps in that game. 2-0 now to Broughton. Singled in his first at bat and then was picked off. Broughton, 3 hits. Actually 4 now against Wahpeton. Here's a drive to left, back pedaling and settling under it is Gavin Schroeder, and he puts it away for round number 2. Solid contact twice from Broughton. It's turned into a pair of outs. Here is Carter Maggio.
Now batting third baseman number 1, Carter Maggio.
Maggio flying to right in his first at bat. Jaden King's been busy with 3 putouts into right. Pauly deals. Ball 1 inside. Pauly very similar. His pitch count at 29, very similar to what Nick Thompson did against Castleton Saturday night, where he was just around the plate, shot out to short, and past Kappas, tried for the backhand, couldn't get it, and Maggio's on. Base hit for Maggio.
Single to left for Maggio.
2-out base runner now for the Haymakers on their third hit.
Vercoda.
Where Thompson was around the plate and Casselton knew it, and they were very aggressive early in counts, and that kept Thompson's pitch count down. In fact, he was under 60 when Josh Almaris pulled him with the lead in the 6th inning. Early in the 6th. Ball 1 to Carter Vercoda. Flying to right in his first at bat. So a hit in each inning so far for the Haymakers. Set of the pitch. Up high. And it is 2-0. Three teams left. Could be down to 2. Castleton needs a win to stay alive. Otherwise, Kindred and Wahpeton will be the last one standing, play for a title tomorrow. Noon is the first pitch. 3-0 now. Last year it came down. This was the Fargo Jets and Castleton. Castleton eliminated Kindred the night prior, and Castleton 9 in the first was all they needed in a 14-4 rout. August 2nd it was, 2022 in Watford City, nearly a year ago. 3-1 now to Vercoda. Most of these guys were part of that. Alex Everson, Max Kobervig, part of that championship, have moved on. Alex at the University of Jamestown. Fly ball right field. King coming in near the line and has another put out. Catch made there, and the side's retired. No runs on a hit for the Haymakers. And they strand one. Through 2.5 on the Proceed scoreboard. Need seed? Think Proceed. 1-0 Wahpeton. We're back in a moment from Kindred. State Class A Legion Baseball tournament coverage continues after this.
The Kindred Youth Baseball Association wants to share a big thank you to all the players for a fun summer of baseball. KYBA would also like to say thanks to Lisa Keller Photography for the fantastic work, time, and dedication to capturing photos of all the youth teams in Kindred. KYBA wishes the Post 117 Vikings the best of luck in this year's tournaments. Mitzel Magic Services is locally owned and operated out of Bismarck, North Dakota. They provide the services you need to keep your home looking great. Whether it's lawn mowing or snow removal, get the job done for a reasonable and affordable rate with Mitzel Magic Services. Mitzel Magic Services also offers weed control, landscaping, tree trimming, and yard cleanup services and more. Want some magic done to your yard? You know who to call. Mitzel Magic Services. Contact Jaden today at 701-333-9791 or visit them on Facebook by searching Mitzel Magic Services.
First pitch, Jack Rittenauer on to Coppervig at second. One pitch, and there's one out. Rittenauer had a squeeze bunt for a run last night. 0 for 2 with a run batted in, one away quickly. 26 the pitch count for Jackson Parker as Kappas fly to right in his first at bat. Knee-high strike and 0-1. RBI single from Gavin Schroeder to deep short, plating the only run of the game to this point. Now they're striking, it's 0-2. Good pace to this one so far. We started at 9 after the hour, 37 minutes in. Both pitchers have been right around the strike zone. Defense as a whole has been pretty solid both sides. There's a curveball, dribbled, foul. Now the third base line and 2 strikes. Now last night, Wahpeton, 2 in the first, 1 in the second, 2 each in the third and the fourth. Kappas had a shutout till the 7th. A pair of Wahpeton pitchers combined for a no-hitter against Kindred here July 13th. Fastball low and away, 1-2. And again, we talked a little bit about this yesterday. Wahpeton 20-0 in the East region. Not a surprise, they were the 1 seed, but to run the board is impressive. Deep short, charging Mitchell, got to be there, fires on the run, and safe, infield hit.
Infield single for Kappas.
Kappas has an infield hit.
Brings up the center fielder, number 20.
Not a bad throw from Mitchell on the run, had to be there, and Kappas gets down the line in a hurry. Here's Torrey Ulick. Kappas and Jackson Fleeflet headed to play college ball at Minnesota Crookston. Ulick singled in his first at bat. Throw to first and the runner back. Ulick back in that batter's box, that back line right on the chalk, or what's left of it. Letter high strike, and it's 0-1. Chris Kappas, the signs in the third base coaching box. For the first and the runner back. Chris talked about it, so active. Baseball community in Wahpeton, both with Post 20. Was the first coach when NDSCS started their baseball program a couple of years ago. Throw to first, runner back. And the 0-1 missed away, 1-1. So we'll see what adjustments, if any, Wahpeton will make. Second time through on Parker. In the regular season, Mitchell and Brendan Maggio started. Runner goes, fouled away. Hit and run was on, 1-2 the count to Kappas. In game 1 back on June 14th, a 9-6 victory. Braden Mitchell, 4 innings, 6 hits, 4 earned runs, 3 walks, 3 strikeouts. Carter Maggio went 2, gave up 3 runs, all unearned on 3 hits and 3 walks. Brendan Maggio, 4 2/3 in game 2 that night, 5 hits, 4 earned runs, 2 walks, and a strikeout. Foul back. To finish that thought, to go 20-0 as talented, and the parity. Josh O'Maris talked about it. We visited with him last week. Just parity. I mean, just Anybody can beat just about anybody, at least in the East region. 1-2. Missed away, 2 balls, 2 strikes. And 20-0, and there were not a ton of close calls. There's a few here and there, but not many. 2-2. High fastball, struck him out. Got him to chase way up in the zone, and 2 down.
Number 7, Jackson Fleetfoot.
Jackson Fleetfoot, the batter. Hit into a 6-4-3 double play in his first at bat. Haymakers have turned 2 double plays, that one, and then the popped up squeeze bunt that turned into 2 outs. Kappas is going, pitch way high. Pearson's throw is on target but late. And a stolen base.
Stolen base for Kappas.
So just thinking aloud here. How cautious are you with Fleetfoot? You now have a base open. You do have another good stick in Jaden King, who doubled to left in his first at bat, but how aggressive are you in dealing with Fleetfoot here with a runner in scoring position and 2 out? It's 2-0. "39 pitches so far for Parker. They're 2 2/3. Popped up. Pearson will give it a look, but it's out of play. Back crowds we've had. Good gathering last night. Wahpeton and Kindred. For a 3 o'clock game, it was a pretty good house with Kindred and West Fargo. I don't know if anything's going to top Saturday, though. Castleton, Kindred, just the atmosphere. And Kindred coach Josh Olmaris and I were talking about that before the games yesterday. He says, that's just something, he says, I think kids will remember, and he says, I'll remember it. I think we all will. There's a strike. Got him looking at the knees. Strike 3 called. Or is it? No, it's strike 2. Wait a minute. Tony Crescent said, sorry about that. Got ahead of myself. Whoops. 2-2 the count. Fleetfoot after maybe a moment of panic. 2-2. Got jam, little looper, shallow right, and coming on Broughton, and makes the catch for the outs. Trying to fight that one off, and catch made. And the side retired, no runs on a hit, and 1 stranded. We're through 3, remains 1-0 Wahpeton. State Class A Legion tournament continues after this.
All right, time now for the Express Lane trivia. The winner gets a personal pizza from the Express Lane. Across the street over here.
Gordy's Travel Plaza continues to improve products and services. Now open is the Beer Cave with wines and spirits. Pick up a fresh-made Sandy's donut along with the fresh bean-to-cup coffee or espresso. How about our tasty popcorn with warm butter on top, or cool down with the all-new Fresh Blend shakes, smoothies, frappes, frazzles, and more. Now open is Champ's Chicken, Hangar 54 Pizza, and Hot Mex Express. We are excited for you to try out the all-new items at Gordy's Travel Plaza in Castleton, serving Castleton and the surrounding communities for over 55 years.
You see the totals after 3. 1-0 in favor of Wahpeton as Braden Mitchell lines one hard, right center, and a base hit. Ulick trying to cut it off and does in deep right center field. Leadoff single for Braden Mitchell.
That was shortstop.
Reached on an error in his first at bat. Leadoff man on for the 3rd time
brings up the designated
in
hitter,
4 innings for the Haymakers. Eli Bohr flying to right in his first at bat. Set of the pitch. Bunt is on. Pushes one up the first base line. Good bunt played by Hoffman. He'll take Bohr coming by for the out. Well done by Eli. Moves him over.
Bohr moves Mitchell up to second base.
Unassisted for the out. Mitchell's at second.
13, Brendan Maggio.
And Brendan Maggio is the batter. Haymaker's got Mitchell to third with 2 out in the second. The second runner into scoring position. Maggio singled in his first at bat. Kappa's keeping an eye on Mitchell and the pitch. Strike one. Nick Holm, the first base coach, kind of got Braden Mitchell's eye, just kind of say, hey, just keep an eye on him. Trying to kind of show him where Kappas is at. Now Kappa sneaking behind him, circles around him. Now the throw to second. Rittenauer from behind. And he's able to get back. So Kappa's kind of circled around him, and then Rittenauer snuck around him and made that play somewhat interesting. Flip down the right field line, King chasing, and then it'll land in the bullpen's foul, 2 strikes. So 2 strikes the count. Moving along, top of the 4th. And again, Wahpeton knows they're playing tomorrow. Castleton needs a win to join them. 2-strike pitch, fly ball to right field. This towards the line. Another long run for King into foul territory. Makes the catch. Mitchell thinks about a tag, but will stay put. And 2 out. Well, it's up to Coppervig now with 2 out.
Now batting second baseman.
And the situation, Wahpeton in for a game tomorrow. Castleton, if they win, they would play Kindred. Kindred, a 5-4 win over the West Fargo Vets to eliminate the Vets earlier this afternoon. If Castleton wins, it would be Castleton and Kindred at noon. Winner to play Wahpeton in a winner-take-all championship at 2:30. If Wahpeton wins tonight, then it's Kindred versus Wahpeton, with Wahpeton needing to win just 1 to take home the hardware. Kindred would have to beat them twice. Fouled away, 1 strike. So again, a scenario with 2 teams, a scenario with 3. And it worked out okay with among the final 4 that you had 2 matchups where the opponents had not faced each other. They had to kind of flip the bracket, but they found one. Kindred and the Vets did not disappoint, and so far, neither is this matchup. Pickoff play at second. Now Kappas dances behind the runner. They're trying hard. Gareth Hansen, and make sure second base is in there tight. Gareth Hansen, the third base umpire, the pride of Enderlin, North Dakota. The 0-1. There's a strike, and 0-2 to Coppervig. Sam on his way to Valley City State University. Mom and Dad are from Valley City. Grew up there. As Paulie steps off. Playing way off the line and left. You'll be able to see it towards the top of your screen. Schroeder. Now 1-2 to Coppervig. He is way off the line and left. Ulick. Maybe a step or 2 in the right center, and King has been busy straight away in right field. 1-2. Pitches a ball, the throw. I think he wanted to go all the way through to second. Paulie inadvertently got a piece of it, and it's now 2-2 to Coppervig. Ball came to rest on the infield grass. Deuce is wild, 2-2, and a full count. Cale Pearson would hit next with 2 down to the inning. We're in the top of the 4th already. And a 1-0 lead for champions out of the East, Wahpeton post 20. The payoff pitch, ball 4. Good at bat for Coppervig. Heck of a plate appearance.
Now batting for the Haymakers.
Here's Cale Pearson.
Number 9, Cale Pearson.
The outfield is very much shaded the other way. They do not believe, under any circumstance, that Cale Pearson can pull the ball. And if he does,
And a couple of steps in left is shorter now, still off the line. And the delivery popped up. Fleeflet will give it a peek, but it's over the grandstand and strike 1. So again, play will start at noon tomorrow. Might be one game if there is a need for a second. About roughly 2:30, 3 o'clock, somewhere in that time frame. Paulie deals. High and in. 1-1 the count. Well, this is probably the inning. A little bit in the second as well, but this is the inning where he's really had to labor a bit. 48 pitches. Still a pretty solid number as he works here with 2 gone in the 4th. High in the air, left center field. Playable for Tori Ulick. Now sprints in and makes the catch. That'll end the inning.
For the Haymakers in the top of the 4th.
No runs and a hit, no errors.
No runs or was a hit.
Castleton strands 2. We're halfway home through 3.5. It's win or go home for the Haymakers. Wahpeton. No, they'll be back tomorrow. Trying to get a little bit closer, maybe, to a state title. They lead 1-0. We'll be right back.
There's no question that yield is at the core of everything we do at Stein. It's why we are here today, and it's what will continue to propel us and our growers into the future of agriculture. Stein Enlist E3 soybeans provide a significant dollar per acre yield benefit, plus access to the best weed control in the industry. That is yield plus results. Yield expected, yield delivered. Stein Enlist E3 soybeans have yield.
Hey, it's Mike with Magnitude Sports. Check out this channel right here, Dakota Fins and Feathers Outdoors. It's owned and operated by a family in Bismarck, North Dakota that I've known for over 2 decades. Kids have grown up into fine young men, and during their high school careers, some of them even played games that were broadcast on Magnitude Sports. If you like hunting, fishing, general outdoor life, sunrise, sunset, everything hunting and fishing related, dogs, hunting dogs, they're the best. Then check out the channel and show them some love. Go to Fins and Feathers Outdoors. Subscribe to them today.
Jaden King doubled to left, scored the lone run of the game to this point. And Parker delivers to him. First pitch swinging, ground ball, past the mound. Nice play, Mitchell in front of second. And a strike to first, and there's one out.
That was the right fielder, number 6, Jaden King. 1 down.
1 pitch, 1 out. As we started the 3rd, it happens again here in the last of inning number 4. Josiah Hoffman. Bunt single, able to push one on the right side of the infield, past Parker for a bunt single. Ball 1. Boy, Parker's really pitched well. At times this summer has had a little trouble with command, but boy, he's really been good. Against a Said there aren't too many weak spots, if any, in this Wahpeton lineup. It's now 2-0 the count. Good battle. Had a little bit of everything so far. The delivery. It's 3-0. Two strikeouts for Parker. He's yet to walk a batter. I believe he's had a three-ball count yet until now. Now trying to come all the way back at a strike. It is 3-1. Yeah, he's not at a three-ball count until now. There's a walk. Hoffman on for the second time.
Now batting designated
Here's Hockert.
number 9, Caden Hockert.
Hockert is 2 for 8 here against Haymakers pitching this year. And the pitch. Pulled to left. Look out. It's a foul ball. Yanked over to the corner, and looks like a few Haymakers fans. I recognize a couple people over there, and I don't think they were expecting one to head that deep. 1 strike and nothing. Missed away, 1-1. Schroeder on deck. Here's the 1-1. Downstairs, 2-1 the count. Our tournament coverage brought to you by Gordy's Travel Plaza, Castleton and Mapleton. Proceed. Kindred Youth Baseball, West Fargo Baseball, Bar 9, Boston's Pizza, among others. Here's the 2-1. Fouled away, and it's 2-2. Parker has been assisted by a pair of double plays in each of the first 2 innings. You go back to that double play off the failed squeeze. This one has kept it 1-0. A little farther along we go. That looks even bigger. 3-2. We'll see if Hoffman's moving here with 1 out. He's not. Ball 4. Consecutive walks here in the last of the 4th for Gavin Schroeder. Infield single, hit one to deep short. Was backhanded by Mitchell. He tried to go to third to get a base runner there and could not. Outside, ball 1. This is game 13 of a potential 15. Ground ball to third. Maggio to the bag for 1. Can they turn another one? No, they can't. But they do get the lead base runner and 2 down. Hockert to second. Schroeder takes over at first.
Reaches on the fielder's choice.
And here's Riley Timian.
Brings up third baseman number 11, Riley Timian.
Timian bunted into a double play on a squeeze attempt. Strike 1. Breaking pitch. Dropped in at the letters, and it's 0-1. Boy, good location up in the zone. Got the call from Tony Crescent. Kudos to the folks here in Kindred who put on a great tournament. Good atmosphere. Everything has gone pretty well. Back to the mound. Snared by Parker. Inning over. Wahpeton strands a pair here in the bottom of the 4th. Nice job by Parker to work around a pair of bases on balls. Through 4, it remains 1-0 Wahpeton over Castleton, the State Class A Legion Tournament in Kindred on Magnitude Sports.
Bar 9 in West Fargo is your stop for that pregame lunch and for the postgame celebration. With over 30 TVs, you can catch your team anytime. We have a delicious food menu including wings, pizza, sandwiches, and more. Enjoy it inside or head on outside, day or night, to relax in the comfort of our updated outdoor patio. We also have slots, blackjack, pull tabs, and all gaming proceeds earned go to support West Fargo baseball. So catch your team's game tonight at Bar 9, 1405 Prairie Parkway in West Fargo.
Mason Bussey stares at strike one to start the top of the fifth.
Now batting left fielder, number 14, Mason Bussey.
9-1-2 for the Haymakers. Strike two. On a check swing was Bussey, second to first. Back in the third inning. Not a 1-2-3 inning so far for Pauly. Faced the minimum thanks to a pickoff at first of Broughton to end the first inning. Otherwise, he has worked around base runners. 5 left on for Castleton. The 1-2 popped up. Shallow right center. Rittenauer will give way to King. King calling him off and makes the catch.
Back to the top of the order.
King now, I think it's 6 putouts.
Right fielder number 8.
Yeah, he's had 1 in each inning, 2 in the first, 6 putouts for Jaden King in right field. And normally, you don't, right field, unless you got a bunch of left-handed hitters, you usually aren't going to get too many hits your way. Ball 1 to Logan Broughton, back to the top of the order for Castleton. Broughton, a lot of good leadoff hitters we've highlighted in the state tournament. 2 here with Kappas for Post 20 in Broughton. Mason Almeris of Kindred is another one. 1-1. Downstairs, 2-1. Ben Leduc of the Bismarck Senators was another one. Guys that are catalysts at the top of the order. Here's the pitch. Ground ball to third, backing up on it. Timian stays with it, slings it to first, and got it by a step. 2 away. Sometimes you back up on one, that's where it can eat you up. But executed well by Wahpeton third baseman Riley Timian. Carter Maggio hits with 2 down. 2 out single. Back in the third, he's 1 for 2 tonight. And the delivery, fouled to the screen and 1 strike. Pitch count, 58 for both hurlers right now. The 0-1 pitch. Line, base hit. Second 2-out hit of the night for Carter Maggio. 2-out base runner for Carter Vercoda.
Brings up center fielder number 3, Carter Vercoda.
2 fly ball outs to right for Vercoda. Vercoda, 2 for 11 now against Wahpeton pitching this year. Vercoda, ground ball to third. It is a fair ball played behind the bag, and the throw to first in time for the out to end the inning. Nicely done, Timian. Riley Timian behind the bag, and a long throw and right on target to retire the side. No runs and a hit. And 1 left on in the top of the 5th inning through 4.5. We're moving along. 1-0 Post 20. Remains on top of Kindred here on Magnitude Sports.
Tiffany Johnson from Healy Touch Chiropractic in West Fargo.
What impact I want to make, how my office is different, how my niche is different. It is all about giving people hope and helping them believe that their bodies were made to heal.
Let me show you how your life can change through chiropractic at Healing Touch Chiropractic.
Boston Pizza harnessed Fanalytics to help optimize no-look dipping. Ooh! Making adjustments so you can stay focused on the game. The playoffs at Boston Pizza, powered by Fanalytics.
At Boston's, we make crowd pleasers. Like this.
Woo!
And these.
So good!
And definitely this.
I love you! Woo!
Stop by or book your catering order online and we'll make you a favorite.
Jack Rittenauer, fastball for ball one. Bottom of the fifth, 9-1-2. Wahpeton post 20, and the pitch on the way. Big swing and a miss. It's out first pitch swinging, out second to first. Back in the third inning. Parker at 60 pitches. As far as who Castleton has left, Carter Verkota has not pitched in this tournament. 2-1 the count. You could possibly see, Braden Mitchell, short outing yesterday, but might be available tomorrow if there is a tomorrow. Ooh, foul right off the instep, maybe a little higher up the leg of Rittenauer. Got him in the box. 2 balls and 2 strikes the count. So 2-2 now to Rittenauer. Coverage tomorrow, a little bit before noon here on Magnitude Sports for final day of play. Full count now. Parker worked around a pair of walks in the fourth and does not want to put the number 9 batter on here to start the last of the fifth already. Tapper, third base line. Fair ball played by Maggio. Double pump, throw to first, not in time. Throw pulled him off the bag and infield hit for Rittenauer.
Back to the top of the order for Wahpeton.
Not sure if the double clutch completely made a difference, but it certainly didn't help. Infield hit for Rittenauer, now top of the order with Kappas. Kappas, normally a catalyst, now has to be a little something more. He bunts, offers way high for ball one. 6 hits for Wahpeton. Here's the 1-0. Bunt is on. It came up and in on him and bunted foul, 1-1. It was almost there at self-defense for Caden Kappas. Ball came up and the bat was there to make contact and make sure it didn't shave a few whiskers off him either. Double played up the middle. Mitchell and Cobbervig ready to turn one if the opportunity comes about. Bunt is on. Low and away, 2-1. Wahpeton trying to get the championship. Well, they'll be in the championship, but trying to win it. Second time in 3 years. The delivery. There's a bunt. Parker on to first. They get the out. Throw back to second base. Rittenauer had wandered too far away. One out.
Sacrifice bunt for Kappas.
Sacrifice. Pitcher to first. Route number 1, Tori Ulick will hit. Tourney 1 for 2, singled back in the first, struck out against Parker. As Jackson 2 strikeouts. So far through 4 1/3. Ball 1 high. Outfield alignment. Straight away and not terribly deep on Ulick. In fact, Bussey comes in another couple of steps and straight away left. It's 2-0. Two-0 pitch. 3-0. Castleton. Nick Holmes coming out. This is going to be just pitcher, catcher, and assistant coach. So 3-0 the count.
Six,
71 pitches now for Parker. Is that number starting to climb? Perfect world. You'd like to just see Jackson get through it, complete game, and if you do come back and win, and it's all available hands on deck for Tuesday, because if you're the Haymakers, you have to win one to try and have the opportunity to win 2 more to defend your state title. All seems so simple, but it's not. 3-0. And strike makes it 3-1. Fleeflet, ever dangerous on deck. And the delivery. Strike 2. I don't know if Nick Holmes saw something, but boy, Parker has come back and pumped in a pair of strikes. Full count now to Ulick. We'll see if he can come all the way back. 1 away in the 5th. He does. Strike 3 call. He does come all the way back for a Gordy's Travel Plaza strikeout. 2 away for Fleeflet.
3 strikeouts now for Jackson Parker. Brings up the catcher, number 7, Jackson Fleeflet.
Fleeflet 0 for 2. You do have a base open if you don't want to deal with him, but he is 0 for 2. King, another tough hitter, would await. Bit of an open stance, stands back in the box. 1 strike to Fleeflet. Sometimes pitcher just kind of gets out of alignment, kind of out of whack for a few pitches, and just needs somebody to point out, hey, you're maybe doing this, your arm's flying off. You're not, or your arm's, you're kind of not flying off literally, but you know, you're not finishing your pitches, you're not following through. And Parker has come back strong, 1-1. It's now 2-1 to Fleeflet. Not going to intentionally walk him, but they're maybe pitching around him perhaps. Rittenauer's at second. 2 out. Bottom of the 5th. Ground ball through the hole. Base hit left field. Rittenauer's at third. Chris Kappas will wave him in. Bussey did not field it cleanly. He'll have to throw it back into second. Fleeflet delivers. An RBI single. 2-0 Wahpeton.
RBI single for Fleeflet. Makes it 2-0 Wahpeton.
Skylar Blado will run for Fleeflet.
Courtesy running for the catcher, number 3, Skylar Blado.
But 2 out, he was coming home no matter what, and then Bussey didn't field it cleanly to have any kind of chance to throw him out, but Fleeflet comes through with 2 men down. Runner goes on the first pitch. Ball 1, and the throw hits the base runner. And a stolen base, ball 1 to Jaden King.
Stolen base for Blado.
King has doubled and grounded to short. As we get late, that run looks rather large at this point. The delivery It's way high, and it's 2-0. Now you go back to Saturday. They weren't really on the ropes. They were close. But down 3-2. Took the lead in the fifth. Didn't do it. Homer to tie it for the West Fargo Vets. Now 3-0 to Jaden King. And then Wahpeton put some pressure on the base paths on the Vets. 4 in the sixth. And an 8-4 win. Strike here to King. It is 3-1.
Batting for post 20, the right fielder, number 6, Jaden King.
King went 6 innings on the mound, went 98 pitches. And the 3-1. Popped up down the right field line. Foul territory. Broughton hustling over. And that one is amongst the fans at the golf carts.
Here to the fans,
line down the right field line. Golf cart alley. 3-2. It's something we'll see if got some folks that live in the neighborhood instead of walking. Let that golf cart do the work for you. Why not? 3-2. Hammered foul wide of third. We'll do it again. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Pitch count starting to slowly increase for Jackson Parker. He's at 84. 105 the daily limit. Payout pitch. All 4. Two on, 2 out.
Now batting
for Josiah Hoffman.
Josiah Hoffman.
Single and a walk for Hoffman this evening. Set of the pitch. All 1. There we've seen the last couple of innings, the command has kind of gone up and down a little bit for Parker. Got him straightened out earlier and falling behind here with 2 on and 2 away, and now 2-0. Missed inside. 3-0 the count with Hockert on deck. (3-0) strike. 3-1. Just in this last sequence, was down 3-0 to Ulick. Got a strikeout. Fleetwood singled. King along at bat. Won that plate appearance with a walk. 3-1. And a strike. 3-2. Outside corner just below the knees. Traveling time for the base runners now. With Blado and King to get an early start. Runners go. Line drive to center, hit well. That sends Verkota back. It's deep, it's over his head. Into the wall in deep center field. 2 runs have scored. Hoffman, a 2-out, 2-run double, and Wahpeton leads 4-0.
2-run double for Hoffman. 4-0 Wahpeton.
That feels like an early dagger here in the 5th. Out comes Mitch Shear, and that will be the end of the line for Jackson Parker. So Parker will leave 91 pitches. Gets a pat on the back from his head coach and a nice hand. Three straight 2-out base runners. Single from Fleetfoot, walk to King, and the big blow. A 2-run double from Josiah Hoffman. Pitching change, break in the action, and that will be Carter Verkota up next. We'll have some corresponding defensive changes to go along with it as well. So first appearance at state on the mound for number 3, Carter Verkota. 3 in, 1 on, 2 away. Bottom of the 5th inning, it's 4-0 Wahpeton. We'll take a quick timeout. We'll come back with more in just a moment.
The Kindred Youth Baseball Association wants to share a big thank you to all the players for a fun summer of baseball. KYBA would also like to say thanks to Lisa Keller Photography for the fantastic work, time, and dedication to capturing photos of all the youth teams in Kindred. KYBA wishes the Post 117 Vikings the best of luck in this year's tournaments.
Carter Verkota is pitching. Eli Boer was DHing. Now into the game, he is in right field. That'll move Broughton to center. As the pitch to Hockert is strike one. Runner at second, 2 out, 3 in for Post 20. Wahpeton 4-0 lead with 6 more outs to try and get. Hockert a strikeout and a walk this evening. 1 strike. Popped up. Pearson gives it a peek. He'll run out of room. 2 strikes. Since we've gone to 3 classes in Legion Baseball a few years back, three classes, it's really been controlled by the East in recent years. Kindred in 19. 20, it was the Fargo Jets, if I remember correctly. 21 was Wahpeton, Castleton last year. 2020, it was independent, or I guess it was considered Senior Babe Ruth due to COVID. There was American Legion, or at least you could not play under the American Legion umbrella. So B went independent, AA and A went under Senior Babe Ruth, and we got a summer in when nobody thought we would. A ball on 1 and 2, and in fact, it was 3 years ago. We were about in the same spot, the State Class B Babe Ruth tournament, which was the first real big tournament that Kindred hosted after the massive renovations here at this ballpark. Viking Varsity Diamond. 1-2 from Verkota, off-speed delivery, ground ball in the hole to find its way to left for a base hit. Hoffman will check in at third. The line continues to move for Wahpeton. Hockert with a base hit.
Single to left for Hockert. Now batting left fielder, number 2, Gavin Schroeder.
Here's Gavin Schroeder. Singled and hit into a fielder's choice. 9 hits. 4 of them here now in the 5th inning. Parker is on the hook for the runner at third. Fly ball center field, playable. As Broughton makes the catch, gliding over into right center, and the side is retired. 3 runs in the inning, 4 hits.
There were 4 hits.
2 left on, no errors. And Wahpeton extends their lead as we head to the 6th. Now 4-0 in favor of Post 20. We'll come back with more in just a moment on Magnitude Sports.
There's never a bored moment at Touchmark. Here, it's always something going on. If I want to do it, I do it. If I don't, I don't.
The whole community has so much going on, activities for each day basically, and everything's right there.
There's always enough to keep me busy.
We have stuff day to day, such as gardening club, but we also have our big signature events like our Touchmark Woodstock event. There's never really a time to be bored if you don't want to be.
Using out for the Haymakers, shortstop number 6, Braden Mitchell.
Strike one to Mitchell. 0-1 to Braden Mitchell. Middle third of the Haymakers order against Pauly. Ball one. Mitchell has reached on an air and singled. Final line for Jackson Parker, 4 2/3 innings, 91 pitches, 8 hits, 4 runs. They were earned. He walked 3 and struck out 3, 52 strikes among those 91 pitches. Braxton Pauly had a very comfortable 62. Trying to get the final 6 outs. Line drive, past Kappas, and a base hit. Leadoff man on for the Haymakers.
Brings up right fielder number 2, Eli Boer.
4 times in 6 innings the leadoff man has reached. Eli Boer started as the DH. He is now in right field. He came into the field that took the DH out of play, and the delivery. Fly ball, right center field. Might be another chance for King. Nope, Ulick's going to call him off. No, King will catch it. A little too close for comfort, but King with another catch and 1 out. Ulick was ready to come make a move, make a call, and King said, go away, I got this. 1 down. Maggio, 1 for 2, single back in the second. And the delivery. First pitch swinging, drives into the right center field. Ulick had him play just about right. Makes the catch. 2 down. We're shading him maybe a couple of steps into right center, and I don't know if they were looking at spray charts or if that was just an intuitive nature by Ulick, but they played him just right. Sam Cobbervig, 0 for 1 with a walk, drew that bases on balls back in the 4th. Quick work so far by Pauly in the 6th. Ball 1. Can the Haymakers know Pauly's going to be around the plate? And the delivery, fouled away. 1-1 the count. 67 pitches, 43 strikes for Braxton Pauly so far. The 1-1. Line drive, right center field. Ulick coming on. He makes the grab of the run. And the side is retired after the leadoff single from Braden Mitchell. 3 fairly well hit balls turn into outs. 1 stranded. No runs a hit, 1 left on. And Wahpeton 3 outs away from knocking out the defending state champs through 5.5. It is 4-0 in favor of Post 20. We'll come back with more. State Class A Legion tournament coverage continues after this on Magnitude Sports.
Mitzel Magic Services is locally owned and operated out of Bismarck, North Dakota. They provide the services you need to keep your home looking great. Whether it's lawn mowing or snow removal, get the job done for a reasonable and affordable rate with Mitzel Magic Services. Mitzel Magic Services also offers weed control, landscaping, tree trimming, and yard cleanup services and more. Want some magic done to your yard? You know who to call. Mitzel Magic Services. Contact Jaden today at 701-333-9791 or visit them on Facebook by searching Mitzel Magic Services.
parachuting? All right, who's responsible for that over there? That wasn't part of the program. They're enjoying the action. It's like a human drone. Hopefully nobody's in their airspace. Look at that.
Now batting for Wahpeton, post 20.
That's unbelievable. 4-0.
Riley Timian.
I mean, we have... As Riley Timian, the batter. Ball one. And the delivery. Ooh, hit him. Got him right in the back. Leadoff base runner.
Timian is hit by the pitch.
Our parachuter slash parasailer is wandering away from the action. It's going... They're going southwest. Are they just circling the greater Kindred area? Are they going to Leonard, or gonna stop at the ring neck first, or in the delivery? Butt is on, right side, played by Verkota. He'll tag Rittenauer. Runner to second, sacrifice for Rittenauer. Make a pit stop, then on to Enderlin. I'm fascinated by this now. One away. We'll provide you more updates as they come. Here's Caden Kappas. Kappas sacrificed in his first, or last at bat, I should say. Chopper foul. Chris Kappas will let that one sail by. Strike one. Caden flying to right of the first, singled in the third, and sacrificed in the fifth. Wahpeton. Lead probably seems pretty comfortable at 4-0, but they would be just fine with maybe adding another one for good measure. Pitch by Verkota. In the air to right. Drifting back is Boer, gets turned around and cannot make the play. Goes off his glove in deep right field. Late break at third, Timian. They'll send him home. They may have a chance. Throw to the plate, not held. Runner scores. It's 5-0.
Official scoring on the play, RBI double.
It's a double for Caden Kappas. And there, Wahpeton gets their insurance run. Now 5-0 in favor of Post 20.
Now batting for Wahpeton, center fielder number 20, Tourney Ulick.
Kappas at second and a run home here in the sixth. It's 5-0 Wahpeton.
5-0. Here is Ulick as Bluff on a pickoff. Ulick 1 for 3. Strikeout victim in the third and in the fifth against Jackson Parker. Line drive to right, down for a base hit. Boer to play it. Kappas will get to third and stop there. First and third now with one away.
Single to right for Ulick.
Runners at the edges with one out. And here comes Fleeflet.
Jackson Fleeflet.
11 hits now for Wahpeton, 6 in the last inning plus. They had 4 in the fifth, which eventually chased Parker. Here's a set by Verkota. Ulick goes, pitches a ball. Pearson will throw it through. It's cut off by Sam Coppervig. Ball one, stolen base for Torrey Ulick. Infield in for Castleton, and the pitch on the way. Outside. And ball two. 2 balls, no strikes, the count. Here's the 2-0. Ooh, just missed. 3-0 to Fleetfoot. They do have a base open, and might be the intentional free pass here, but we'll see. 3-0 delivery, ball 4. That will fill them up with 1 out.
Fleetfoot draws a walk.
Jaden King has singled and scored, doubled and scored, and grounded short.
Batter's Jaden King. Double and a walk so far tonight for King, plus a run scored. Scored the first run of the game. In the air here. Infield fly. We'll see if it's called. No, it's going to be out in deep right or shallow right center field. The ball will drop. Everybody will get a base, and a run comes home.
Jaden King drops a single into right field.
Bloop single, maybe a gift single from King. 6-0 Wahpeton. Kappa scores. Everybody else up a bag at first. Thought potentially infield fly, but it went deep enough into the outfield, and miscommunication between Cobbervig. Then Mitchell came in.
Courtesy running for the catcher.
Actually, it's Mason Bussey that's out in center field now, and Boer in right, Broughton in left. Bases loaded. Josiah Hoffman. So 6-0 Wahpeton. And the delivery, ball 1. Second run charged here to Carter Verkota. 2/3 of an inning of work, finished in the 5th. 1-0. Little tapper foul. 1 ball, 1 strike. Set, 1-1 coming. Line drive to center. Bussey will make the catch. Runner will not tag. They'll stay put. And 2 down. I don't think that was the plan. I think they wanted Ulick to try and tag, but he did not. Line drive out. 2 away for Caden Hockert. Batter number 8 in the inning for Wahpeton post 20. Just judging by Coach Kappas' reaction, I don't think he wanted Ulick to go give it a try. Swing and a miss. Good breaking pitch from Verkota. And 1 strike. Verkota, second appearance against Wahpeton, pitched an inning in the region title game in Castleton. Gave up a hit, a walk, and 2 runs. Hit in the air, left center field. Hit well, back go Broughton and Bussey. It'll be Bussey at the last second, calling him off and hauling it in and deep left center field, and the inning is over. Wahpeton adds 2 in the inning. 2 runs, 3 hits. They strand the maximum, no errors. Last reps here for Castleton. They need a big rally to keep their season alive. It is 6-0. After 6. Nothing your score. We'll take a break. Come back with more here in just a moment.
Gordy's Travel Plaza continues to improve products and services. Now open is the Beer Cave with wines and spirits. Pick up a fresh-made Sandy's donut along with a fresh bean-to-cup coffee or espresso. How about our tasty popcorn with warm butter on top, or cool down with the all-new Fresh Blend shakes, smoothies, frappes, frazzles, and more. Now open is Champ's Chicken, Hangar 54 Pizza, and Hot Mex Express. We are excited for you to try out the all-new items at Gordy's Travel Plaza in Castleton, serving Castleton and the surrounding communities for over 55 years.
Cale Pearson, Mason Bussey, Logan Broughton. Braxton Pauly, 68 pitches. He's got plenty, and Pearson just clipped by the first pitch. So Cale Pearson, leadoff base runner, is on. Batters Mason Bussey. Courtesy runner in, Josiah Crandall to run for Pearson.
Courtesy running for the catcher, number 7, Josiah Crandall. And no batting for Post.
Bussey 0 for 2 tonight.
Number 14, Mason Bussey.
Castleton lost 6-0 in the region final. And the delivery. Called strike. Go back in the last. Let's take a peek now. Back to the 7th. There's 8, 15. Last 21 innings against Wahpeton pitching. The Haymakers have scored 1 run. Didn't score in the top of the 7th of their first game. Held to 1 run in game 2 back on June 14th. Shutout a week ago Saturday. Their East Region title. It's now 2-1 to Bussey. And yeah, 21 innings plus. They have scored 1 run. Most of those against Caden Kappas. In fact, 14 of them strike. 2-2 to Bussey. Wahpeton, 3 outs away. A date with Kindred, 1 step away. A little bit closer to a state championship. Swing and a miss there. To strike out, there's 1 away.
Back to the top
Just
of the
his second strikeout of the game.
Center fielder number
Got
8,
Pearson to the second.
Logan Broughton.
Top of the order, Logan Broughton.
That was that excellent play by Kenyon. Go Logan, making a strong, accurate throw. Good stuff.
Pound that zone, 2-3 all day. That'll be it.
The stretch and the letters.
Pauly deals. Ball 1.
Down, going after him, Eagle.
6 hits for the Haymakers against Pauly. The shot, base hit, just past Rittenauer and into right center field. Heading for third is Crandall. Here comes the throw. They'll try to go all the way through to third. Not in time. Safe there. And Broughton delivers with a base hit. Runners on the corners and 1 out.
Single to right for Broughton.
So Crandall gets to third. First and third, 1 out. Yeah, the batter, Carter Maggio.
Oftentimes, if you can just get one.
Third baseman number 1, Carter Maggio.
And Carter Maggio. 2 singles in 3 trips. Singles back in the 3rd and 5th inning. They will hold on with Broughton with the 6-run lead. And the pitch on the way. Ooh. Buzz the tower there, and it's 1-0. The parachutist is nowhere in our general vicinity, by the way. I promised you an update. I guaranteed 1-0. And the delivery. Line drive, just out of the reach of Kappas. Base hit left field. Haymakers are on the board. 3 straight hits. The 3rd hit of the game for Carter Maggio.
Crandall scores on
Now
the
6-1 Wahpeton.
Brings up pitcher number 3, Carter Verkota.
So Verkota will bat.
Real nice game for Carter Maggio. 3 for 4 in the ball game.
So a quick chat, Fleetfoot and Pauly, and again, he's right now in good shape, 78 pitches. Haymakers would need another base runner or 2 for it to get real interesting. Verkota trying to keep the line moving, popped up, playable. Pauly wants it right on the mound, 2 down. I got right in the kitchen of Verkota there and a pop-up. And it'll be up to Braden Mitchell now with 2 down. But that run for the
number 6,
Haymakers
Braden Mitchell.
ended a scoreless drought of nearly 16 innings. And the pitch. Swing and a foul back. 1 strike. 2 singles for Mitchell. Base hits in the 4th and 6th. Reached on an error as well in the 2nd. Paulie approval the sign now from Fleetfoot. Pick off play at 2nd and not in time. Here's the pitch. High fly ball to left, towards the corner. Long run for Schroeder, and dives, can't get it. Fair ball. It is in play at the wall. 2 runs will score. Mitchell has a 2-run double. The Haymakers still breathing. 6-3 Wahpeton.
Two-run double for Braden Mitchell.
2-run double for Braden Mitchell. The runner's off on contact. A long run for Schroeder. Diving, tumbling right near the 325 sign of the left field foul pole and couldn't get it. So a 6-3 game. Eli Bohr the batter. And now it's gotten interesting. Tying run is on deck. And the delivery. Strike 1. One strike to count to Bohr. Eli 0 for 2 with a sacrifice. And the delivery. Ground ball. Out to Kappas at short. Fields cleanly. On to first low. Picked by Hoffman and Wahpeton. On to the championship. And there will be a new champion for 2023.
That's a ball game, ladies and gentlemen.
Castleton gets 3.
Or final.
6-3 play. Haymaker season comes to a close. Wahpeton
will play tomorrow at
picks
noon.
up win number 35 on the year now. 35-4 on the season as they finish this one up, 1 hour and 49 minutes. And for the Castleton Haymakers, they will finish the year at 23-16. So 3 runs in the inning. There you see the final totals here in this one. We'll take one final break here in this one as Post 20 and Kindred will play for the title tomorrow at noon. Wahpeton needs to win just once. Kindred would need to win twice to take home the hardware. Postgame coming up in just a moment.
Bar 9 in West Fargo is your stop for that pregame lunch and for the postgame celebration. With over 30 TVs, you can catch your team anytime. We have a delicious food menu including wings, pizza, sandwiches, and more. Enjoy it inside or head on outside, day or night, to relax in the comfort of our updated outdoor patio. We also have slots, blackjack, pull tabs, and all gaming proceeds earned go to support West Fargo baseball. So catch your team's game tonight at Bar 9, 1405 Prairie Parkway in West Fargo.
There's no question that yield is at the core of everything we do at Stein. It's why we are here today, and it's what will continue to propel us and our growers into the future of agriculture. Stein Enlist E3 soybeans provide a significant dollar per acre yield benefit, plus access to the best weed control in the industry. That is yield plus results. Yield expected, yield delivered. Stein Enlist E3 soybeans have yield.
Facebook page on the website. Check that out. Congratulations, Josiah Hoffman.
Final totals on this one, 6-3 Wahpeton. So it's down to the final two tomorrow at high noon here in Kindred. Kindred Post 117. The host Vikings will take on the champions out of the East. Wahpeton now 35-4 with the victory. 6 runs, 12 hits and an error for Wahpeton. 3 runs, 9 hits and no errors for the Castleton Haymakers. Braxton Pauly the win. Goes the distance. 83 pitches, 7 innings, 9 hits, 3 runs. He walked 1. Struck out 2, also hit a batter. Jackson Parker pitched well. May have ran out of steam in the 5th. That's when Wahpeton got to him and chased him in the 5th. 4 2/3, 8 hits, 4 runs, 3 walks, 3 strikeouts. Inning and a third for Carter Verkota. Gave up 2 runs, 1. Actually, both were earned. On 4 hits, 1 walk, no strikeouts. As Wahpeton took the lead in the 2nd. Leadoff double from King. Moved to 3rd on a bunt single from Josiah Hoffman. 2 batters later, an infield hit to deep short by Gavin Schroeder. Got a run home to make it a 1-0 game. Stayed that way until the last of the 5th inning, as Braxton Pauly did not have a 1-2-3 inning the entire game. Leadoff man got on 5 of 7 innings of batting for the Haymakers. Wahpeton in the 3rd added on. Leadoff single from Jack Rittenauer. Sacrificed to 2nd by Caden Kappas. Torrey Ulick, after a 3-0 count in Ulick's favor, Parker came back, struck him out looking. Jackson Fleetfoot singled to left. That got Rittenauer home to make it 2-0. Jaden King drew a walk on a 3-2 pitch, and then Josiah Hoffman, a 2-run double, brought home Fleetfoot and King for a 4-0 advantage. They added 2 more in the 6th. Kappas a double, and then a bloop single by Jaden King that dropped in after a little miscommunication by the Castleton defense, dropped in shallow right center field. That made it a 6-0 game. But the Haymakers battled back. Cale Pearson hit by a pitch. Crandall came in to run. 2 batters later, single from Logan Broughton. Carter Maggio singled in Crandall, who went to 3rd on Broughton's base hit. That made it 6-1. Carter Verkota popped up to the pitcher for the 2nd out, and then Braden Mitchell doubled home too. The drive to the left field corner, just fair, right at the 325 sign in left field. That made it a 6-3 game, and they needed 1 more to get the tying run to the plate, but Boer grounding out to Kappas at short, and that finishes things 6-3 tomorrow. Earlier today, Kindred held on a 5-4 win over the West Fargo Vets. The Vets had the tying and winning runs in scoring position with 2 out, but Stan Belaski in relief of Mason Almaris got a line drive to right to Xander Rath to end the ball game. So the Vets eliminated and Castleton eliminated in this matchup. So 2 teams left. Wahpeton in the driver's seat. 1 more win would get them a state title. Noon tomorrow here at Viking Varsity Diamond in Kindred. And again, Kindred would need to win that one to force a second winner-take-all championship matchup that would follow. But right now, 1 more win, and Wahpeton has a state title. That's where you can find us online, magnitudesn.com. YouTube, Twitter, or X, marks the spot, or something like that. Facebook and the Gram, Instagram. Is our upcoming schedule. As this tomorrow will be it for baseball, and then it'll be into fall sports. Perham and Park Rapids and DGF on the horizon as well. So for Mike and Chris and our crew, and of course our sponsors, we couldn't do it if it wasn't for them. We certainly appreciate you coming along with us as well. We hope you enjoyed our coverage. Final one more time, Wahpeton on to the championship game. A 6-3 win over the Castleton Haymakers. Season comes to a close for the Haymakers. And we come to a close tonight. So long from Kindred.
Preceding broadcast broadcast was an exclusive presentation of the Magnitude Sports Network. Subscribe, click the bell, and visit magnitudesn.com for a schedule of our upcoming broadcasts.